Alright guys, here we are at Pippy Park. It's Monday morning, 9 a.m. and we're going to show you guys how to make a snowman. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go find a good spot to build it. Alright guys, so this is the spot we chose to make our snowman. As you can see, it's a nice open area. It has a little slope we can use to push the snowballs down when they get too heavy. And there's some nice shelter from the woods back here. So yeah, now we're going to head inside and check out what clothes you should wear.
So before you go out and build a snowman or any outdoor environment activity, you're going to want some basic clothing that you're going to need. So as in the video, you're going to need some dry fit clothes like shirt and top. You always want to make sure not to have cotton. Cotton kills, we all know that. Famous person, TA, told us that once. So starting off with the base layers, like we said, the dry fit shirt and pants. As optional, depending on the weather you're in, you can wear a sweater. More appropriate will be a thinner, non-cotton sweater, not like the one shown, but it does do and keep you warm outside. Working up the way to that, you always want to have your feet bundled up. Your feet are going to be the coldest part while standing out in the snow, so some nice pair of wool socks, double pair, longer socks would be the best fit. And after that base layer, we're going to move all the way down now to the outside layer, which we'll start off with our winter boots. You always want a nice pair of warm winter boots. Come up, nice way up your legs. Keep your feet and your legs warm. Moving up to the snow pants. You want a nice pair of snow pants, able to bend, move around, keep you warm as you're going to be rolling balls around in the snow to make that snowman. And then finally, you're going to get up to that nice winter jacket that you want. You want a nice warm winter jacket, blocks out the wind. Every place has wind, so you want to make sure you're kept away from that wind. That's going to where that winter jacket comes around. And then the last but not least, you're going to have your hat and your winter mitts. You want to make sure that hat covers your ears, keep those ears warm. And then mitts, same thing. You don't want your fingers to get too cold. And then the last thing, optional, if it's sunny out, some would like to wear sunglasses. There's also optional scarves, balaclavas, all sorts of warm winter clothes that help you keep warm that you might need in the environment that you're in.
Building a snowman, ideally you want the temperature to be around 0 or -1 degree. That way you get more moisture in the snow since it's more mild outside. Today is a bit more cold and a lot more dry, so our snow is no good to build a snowman. It just falls apart and doesn't sinter at all. Additionally, you want shelter. It's good to have shelter so you and your snowman do not suffer from convectional heat loss. And it'll also be easier to build a snowman in a windless environment so he doesn't fall over. For the base, you want to start making a large snowball with your hands, place it on the ground, and begin to roll it around. For faster rolling, roll the ball down a hill or a slope. You want the base to be the largest of the snowballs so that it supports the body and the head. Change directions as you roll it so the ball has a more spherical shape.
Now that you finish rolling out the base, you're going to want to pick a place to place your snowball and smooth out all the finer details. You want to pick a place that is flat and shaded and away from the sun to increase the lifespan of your snowman. You want to flatten the top of the ball to improve the stability. You also want to add snow to the outside to improve the spherical shape of the ball by smoothing it out with your hand. You can also use kitchen tools like serving spoons and butter knives to sculpt out finer details.
When making the body, you want to make a medium-sized ball that is a bit smaller than the base, but big enough to support the head. When making this body, you want to repeat the same steps as you did for creating the base.
When placing the body on the base, make sure to place it in the center. Flatten the bottom of the body to improve stability. For extra stability, you can place a stick down the center where the sections meet. When lifting the snowball, make sure to lift with your legs and not your back. If your snowball is too heavy to lift, take a page out of the ancient Egyptian pyramid building playbook, use a wooden plank as a ramp, and roll the torso to the top of the base. Repeat the same steps for smoothing and rounding out the snowball.
The head should be the smallest ball of all three. A good size would be something the size of your own head or slightly larger. You want to repeat the same steps that you did for rolling the other snowballs. When placing and smoothing out the head, you want to follow and repeat the same steps you did for the other two snowballs.
Once you finish your snowman, there's a couple things you can use to decorate it and give it some more personality. First, I'm going to start off with the hat. You can always give your snowman a hat just to keep it warm outside. Similarly, with a scarf, you can give your snowman a scarf just to give him some more personality while he's out there. Next, you want to give him some arms. For the arms, we're going to use sticks. However, you can use any sort of long rod or any sort of stick you can find. They don't have to be just like this. And then finally, we want to give it a mouth and some noses. A nose and a mouth. So for the nose, we're going to use a carrot from your local grocery store. And for the eyes and mouth, we're going to use some candies. But you can really use whatever you want. See here we have some beer bottle stops if you're 19 or older. We're going to use some candies for ours. You can also use rocks or charcoal, whatever you have really at your house. To make sure the snowman's hat stays on its head, you can fill it with some snow. To add some stability, pack snow around the arms to help keep them in place.
When placing the nose, have one person hold it in place while the other packs snow around it. Dig out a small hole to place the eyes in, and then follow the same procedure that you did with the nose.
The peppermint candies did not work out as planned, so we used beer bottle caps for the mouth, but you can use any other props that you can find.